When you think of World War I, it's easy to picture muddy trenches, soldiers in steel helmets, and the thunder of distant artillery. But behind the wire and beyond the headlines, another battle was being fought, a quieter, but just as vital war. This is the story of the women who stepped forward when the world needed them most. On the home front, everything changed almost overnight. With millions of men gone to the front, women rolled up their sleeves and dove into work that just months before was off limits. Factories became the new front lines, lines of women in overalls and headscarves assembling munitions, welding metal, running heavy machinery. Imagine the roar of engines, the clang of steel, and the sense that every shell packed and every rivet hammered brought victory one step closer. Rosie the Riveter may be an icon from a later war, but her spirit was born right here, in these bustling factories and workshops. But it didn't stop there. Women took up jobs as tram conductors, bus drivers, police officers, and postal workers, roles that had always been reserved for men. They ran farms, managed shops, and kept entire communities moving. Newspapers and posters urged them on, with headlines like Women of Britain say, "Go, and every woman doing her bit." By the end of the war, over 60,000 Australian women alone had joined war-related services. Across Europe and beyond, there were millions more. And for thousands, the call to serve went beyond the home front. I'm talking about the nurses, ambulance drivers, and volunteers who dared to go where the fighting was fiercest. In makeshift hospitals just miles from the front, women of the Voluntary Aid Detachment, VADs, worked long, grueling hours. They cleaned wounds, carried stretchers, and comforted the dying, often with shells exploding nearby. Their uniforms were stained with mud and blood, but their courage shone through every hardship. These women witnessed the true cost of war. They wrote letters home for injured soldiers, risked their lives driving ambulances over cratered roads, and proved, time and again, that bravery knows no gender. When the guns finally fell silent, the world was forever changed. The sacrifices of these unsung heroines had not only helped win a war, they'd shattered old ideas about what women could do. Because of them, the world glimpsed a new future, one where everyone could serve and every voice could count. Let's remember the women of World War I, not just as supporters, but as warriors in their own right. Their strength echoes through history, reminding us that heroism comes in many forms.